Welcome to the Texting Masterclass. In this video, I am going to explain everything you're ever gonna need to know about texting. How to text a girl, what are the reasons beyond the different types of text that you send, and just where to, from the beginning to the end, like where to start, where to go with it, the psychology underneath everything. Basically, what I'm saying here, after this video, you will never have to think about what to send her. So, let's just jump straight in. All right. First rule of texting is texting you do to set up a date. So you do not text to build attraction or anything like that. You just text to set up a date, in the beginning, especially. So you're not texting and creating attraction. You're not texting and creating connection. You're not texting to get to know her. No, 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 no. You text her because you want to get the date. It's just to set up the date. Now, with that in mind, it's not that strict. Every now and then, to set up the date, you're gonna have to maybe spike her emotions a little bit, crack a joke, be a little bit witty, so that you can get her on a date. But the main purpose is to move things forward and get her on a date. That's what you actually want. Now, you have the number. You approached the girl, you have the number. What do? Me personally, I'm a busy man. So for me, a lot of times when I get a number, I kind of forget about it, or maybe a couple of hours later, I'm like, oh, let me text that girl. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's even 2 days, and I just think like, oh wait, that girl, I forgot about her. So I know that most of you are not at that stage. I know most of you, when you have a number, you're like, oh, this is the number. This is gonna be my girlfriend. So you kind of want to force yourself to take a step back. So, as a rule of thumb, wait at least 1 to 2 days with texting her, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna fuck up otherwise. Wait at least a day or two, because what's gonna happen in these days, in day 1 and 2, if she's interested in you, if she was actually like, okay, that was a good conversation, like, nice guy, she's gonna be waiting for your text, and she's going to be thinking, is he gonna text me? Why? But did I maybe do something wrong? Like, I hope he texts me. It was really nice. Maybe. And that's investment from her part. She's already mentally investing in you. I have a really funny story about this one. When I was living in Portugal, I lived there for a couple of weeks. I went to the gym, and in this gym, I saw a girl. I approached her. We started talking a little bit, and we exchanged numbers, and that was it. Now, I didn't text her the next day because I've been busy, right? The next day, I also forgot. But in the gym, she's there. And I look at her, but my sight is not the best. And I also have very poor facial recognition, which doesn't help me. But I look at her, and she looks at me, and I'm like, is that the girl? Ah, fine. So I just continue. I'm like, fuck it. She comes closer to me. She starts working out near me. She's looking at me, and I look at her, and we have a very long eye contact, and she does this. I'm like, okay, that's the girl. Now I know. And I just do that back. I'm like, and that's it. So I walk to the other side of the gym doing a different exercise, and guess what? She follows me. So in front of me, she's gonna stand there with the weights, and she's gonna do the exercise where she bends over and gets up. And I'm thinking, what's going on? Are you using your body to seduce me? But anyways, I just continue, and she turns around, faces me, looks at me, walks up to me. She's like, hey, why didn't you text me? And she catches me a little bit of guard. I'm like, I've been busy. I didn't think about it. She's like, okay, so you get my number, but you don't text me. I'm like, chill. I'll text you. I'll text you today. Okay, no worries. She's like, okay. And I really appreciated that energy. She was playful with it. I texted her. We went on a date. The rest is history. But you get the point. Like, it does something to them. So, for you, since you're not actually, most likely you do not have abundance, for you, force yourself to relax. Wait a day, wait 2 days, then send her a message. Now, what do you send? The very best thing that you can send, if possible, is what we call callback humor. That means you have to think back of a conversation that you had, and you have to think of a joke that you can make about the conversation that you had. So you have to think back on the conversation that was a peak on the conversation, like an emotional spike, something that was impactful. And you're going to use that, and then you're going to crack a joke about that or make a remark about that. by doing that, she's going to immediately be like, oh yeah, it's that guy. And you're going to bring her back to that memory. She's like, oh yeah, that was a fun moment. So guess what? She's starting to feel things. You bring her back to that peak moment. She feels that again. She's like, ah, it's that guy. That's what you want. Now, what would this look like? So, for example, I approached a girl. She was a Brazilian girl, and I approached her, and she's very shy. And I'm asking her like, "Hey, are you comfortable? You want to talk to me, or you want to go?" Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't feel, and I don't want to harass her, obviously. So I'm like, "Are you comfortable with talking to me, or do you actually want to go?" She's like, "No, no, no, I'm comfortable. It's just I'm very shy." I'm like, "Oh, okay. The good shy or the bad shy?" She's like, "No, it's the good shy." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we start talking, keep talking, blah blah blah, exchange numbers. Now later, I send her, "Hey, I'm sorry for putting you through all that shyness. However, it was totally worth it." That's it. Callback humor. She's like, "Huh, funny. It's that guy." She's gonna remember the good shy, the feelings, all of that. That's callback humor. So what you do is, if you have a conversation, if you're new to this, I used to do this in the beginning, make notes on every conversation. So really make notes about what was funny, what was unique, all these things, so that when you're texting the girls that you met that day, then you can do callback humor for every girl. Now, if you do this correctly, it should look something like that. Like, "Hey, I'm sorry for blah, blah, blah." And you're going to see by her reaction how warm she is. You get no reaction? Perfect. Amazing. Just let it rest. You can follow up 2 weeks later, and I will explain that a little bit later. There's a couple of reactions that you can get. The no reaction, which, like I said, you let it rest. A semi warm reaction, which is something you can work with, or a very positive one. A very positive one would look like what I got from this girl, like, "Ha ha ha, yeah, it was totally worth it. It was so fun, nice to meet you. How was the rest of your day?" That's a very warm reaction. She's investing, she's really trying to make the conversation go, and she wants to have something happening there. A lukewarm reaction, like in the middle, it would be like, "Oh, hi." That's it. Now, what to do with the negative one? If you get no response at all, what you do is you wait 1 week to 2 weeks, and then you can follow up with one simple text. After that, you're done. Don't disrespect yourself. Don't chase these women. If they are not warm to you, do not chase them. Have some respect. Go out, find new girls, and actually connect with girls who want to be with you. I promise you, in the long run, this is going to be so much better for you. Because women who have high interest, if you start dating them, they will make it very easy for you. They will be very sweet to you. They will make it very easy for you, and your dating life will be amazing. Because also now you're being treated by girls that are really hot like you're the fucking king because they have high interest in you. If you're going to be chasing down girls that are just not so interested in you, you're going to communicate to yourself like, "I'm the chaser guy," and you're not going to get a lot of successful experiences. And these girls are going to give you a lot of shit. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be tough, you're going to get in your head, and it's not good stuff. So don't chase women. That's the point here. If you get a negative reaction, however, after 1 or 2 weeks, you can send this one thing. What you're going to send her is the following: "Hey, I met this really cute girl a couple of weeks ago, but I'm afraid she got sucked into a black hole." Funny. She will read it, and she will have at least like that moment. Now, sometimes this is enough. You get her back in the pipeline. She starts saying something, and you can work with that. And sometimes she's gone, and if she's gone, and that's it. What to do with the lukewarm reaction is she's like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you." And this is where I want to introduce another principle. Dating, texting, in texting, what you do is you invest as much or less as she is investing. So if you send her, "Sorry for putting you through all that shyness, but it was totally worth it," and she's like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Then you're investing quite a lot, like effort, text, like a lot. She's investing not so much. So you go a little bit underneath that. So if she texts you like, "Oh, hi, indeed, nice to meet you," you just let it rest for a day, for 2 days. You don't want to reward that behavior. So you let it rest for a day or 2 days. And then you follow up with something simple. You're not going to invest yourself as well. So you're gonna follow up with something simple, preferably funny. Now, if she keeps not investing that much, best to just pull back, dude. Best to just pull back. Now, if you get a warm reaction, obviously you move things forward. So you go for the date. How do you do that? The best way is to find a smooth transition. So if you notice, like, okay, she's investing, I'm investing, this is going pretty well, you're gonna set it up. Either you'll create an opportunity by the conversation that you're having. Let's say you're having a conversation about cats and dogs are better or cats are better. I'm just making shit up here. You're gonna say like, this to me, this seems like a discussion which is way better to have in real life. You plant the seed. She's gonna say something. She's like, yeah, I agree. You're like, okay, let's have this discussion over coffee and get ready to get your ass kicked. Whatever. I'm just making shit up here. But you want to find a bridge. If that's too difficult for you, if the conversation doesn't allow for the bridge, what you can always do is, A, do you like coffee? A, do you like wine? A, do you like sushi? Whatever. Preferably don't go for the dinner dates, in my opinion. But yeah. So you say, A, do you like coffee? She's like, yeah, I like coffee. You say, we should go for coffee soon. Soft close. She agrees to an idea that's vague. She's like, yeah, we should. It's easy to agree to. Then you say, okay, when are you free? And you make her commit to a date and a time and you lock it down and that's it. Easy fucking gimma. Now, there is nuance to this, but I want you to remember, texting is really for setting up dates and nothing else. But to set up the date, sometimes you have to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But in the ideal world, it would look the following. A, sorry for putting you through all that shame, through all that shyness last time, but it was totally worth it. She's gonna say, oh yeah, no, it's okay, I really enjoyed meeting you, it was so fine, blah blah blah. You're gonna respond like, yeah, me too, we should meet up again soon. She's like, yes, we should. You're like, okay, when are you free? She tells you Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock. You're like, okay, come here, this date, this time, and you lock it down. That's in the perfect world. However, sometimes it's just not that smooth. With this girl, it was, by the way. But sometimes it's just not that smooth. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's fine. So that's why I want you to understand these principles of investment. You don't invest more than she does. You always keep it to an equal, or you go a little bit underneath it. You always try to keep things light, funny, humorous. Those are very important things. So a little bit of a more tough situation would look like, you're like, hey, sorry for putting you through all this shyness last time, but it was totally worth it. And she responds with, oh, hi, yeah, it was fine. You let it rest for a day or two. You're like, hey, Trouble, how's your day? She's like, oh, my day is fine, just working. You respond with, working. You always this boring, or you do fun shit as well? She says, ha 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 ha. No, sometimes I do fun shit. She's investing more, you see? You're like, huh, really? And then you just continue the conversation like that. And the moment she starts to actually invest, after you throw a joke, you do this, you be funny, blah, 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 she starts to invest more, boom, you capitalize immediately, set up the date, you go for it. What I don't want you to do is really chasing down women, texting them, trying to convince them to get on a date with you. That never works. So it's better to use that energy and really focus it on gaining other leads, talking to other women, so that you can find women who are actually high interest, who do want to go on a date with you, and who are not going to give you that much shit. Now, there you have it. This is it. This is really the basics of texting. There's nothing more to it. This is literally it. If you have any questions, if anything is vague about this, or you have a question about a certain text or whatever, drop a comment below. I'll respond to them. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and as always, happy to help you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.